Well, the eviction moratorium is also having a big effect on landlords. WPTV News Channel 5's Matt Cesny continues our in-depth look.
At the Coquina Cove Apartments in Palm City,
Here at Coquina Cove, we have 256 units.
Jeff Gustafson admits the pandemic was not easy.
The first few weeks, we were trying to figure everything out like everyone else was.
And what he found, like many landlords, was the rent stopped coming in.
We had to pay our vendors, utilities, landscapers, everybody. So yes, it was, we had to keep our expenses rolling and cover them.
Moratoriums on evictions, which had prevented landlords from taking any action on tenants, are now winding down. At Coquina Cove,
Luckily, our residents here have all weathered the storm.
Jeff Gustafson says only a small number of tenants had difficulty paying rent, and nearly all are now back on track.
You know, there's certainly good landlords and bad landlords.
Sean Plymel is a litigation attorney who knows about real estate law in Stewart.
Evictions are definitely happening. You know, in preparation for today, we actually went and looked at and we pulled up 5 or 6 evictions that have gone through.
Plymel says evictions are happening when tenants cannot meet the criteria set in the CDC's moratorium guidelines, which may expire soon. When that happens, he says the decision to evict isn't always an easy one.
Certainly one of the challenges for landlords right now is, you know, it's very difficult when they come to me and they have to spend more money to try to evict somebody that wasn't paying in the first place, and so it becomes cost prohibitive.
Which is why he says landlords should try to communicate with tenants and try to work something out.
Absolutely.
Something Jeff Gustafson says he's glad he did.
Change our policies, and we really tried to help people through their situations, and we're almost like a caseworker in a way where we had to help each individual, help them figure out things.
Really, the recommendations for landlords are similar to those for tenants. Keep good records, especially any kind of correspondence or letters that pertain to settling disputes over rent. In Stewart, Matt Cesny, WPTV, News Channel 5.
What does the eviction process look like? The Florida Residential Landlord-Tenant Act spells out the tenant and landlord responsibilities. By law, landlords must inform the renter in writing about non-payment and possible eviction. If payment isn't received, then the landlord can file for an eviction with the courts. The renter needs to respond within 5 business days, and then a judge makes the final decision. If the judge sides with the landlord, law enforcement would post the notice on the property, and at that time, the renter has 24 hours to move out.